Let's go ahead and bring in ABC News contributor Elizabeth Neumann, who is also a former top official with the Department of Homeland Security. Elizabeth, good morning. Thank you for being here. First of all, how could this even happen? We're talking about a security patch to a software update and the system. How could this cause this massive disruption?
Well, good morning, Gio. It's a great question, right? Like, they are a preeminent cybersecurity firm providing next generation cybersecurity. But what they do is they provide it to companies that are operating in the cloud. So basically, when they pushed out this update, in order for it to work, that next generation piece is that it has really unprecedented access to operating systems. And they do test before they deploy, but clearly something went wrong here and disrupted a whole lot of lives yesterday.
And Elizabeth, obviously, when we're looking at this and we saw this happen, we realized, oh my gosh, so much of our world is actually dictated by computers in so many ways. So when we're looking at the infrastructure here in America, what does this tell us?
It seems like we're having more of these moments, right? Like last month, we had a cell phone outage, and that was also caused by a technical error. But then we also have hacks, right? We had the health insurance companies earlier this year. We had an energy pipeline. And anytime one of these hacks happens or technical errors, it has these massive cascading effects. So I think one of the lessons learned here is that we're very independent. We're really heavily reliant on our infrastructure, internet and communications technology. And I don't know that no fail is actually a realistic option. I think what we do need to work towards as a goal is resilience. And we need to make sure we have backup systems in place, backup plans, so that if our primary systems don't work, we have something we can turn to. And in a little bit of a bright spot, we did see a number of systems across the country turn to those backup systems, and for the most part, it worked well, but we probably need to exercise that more.
So what specific steps do we need to take here to make sure that this doesn't happen again?
I think there are three areas of work. One is at the federal government level. They have responsibility for overseeing critical infrastructure. And I would imagine next week, after the recovery has taken place, there will be a lot of tough questions about how did this happen and how do we make sure it doesn't happen again. But beyond that, I think this is a good lesson for leaders of companies. Look, if you want to prioritize security and resilience, it has to come from the top because it's a loss leader. You're investing money, you're not necessarily going to see a return on your shareholder price. But it is important. A little bit of preparedness and resilience investment saves you a whole lot of money on a bad day. And then the last thing for all of us is just to be vigilant. The cybersecurity agency has noticed that there is an uptick in threat actors trying to take advantage of this. They are warning against phishing and other malicious activities. So practice good cyber hygiene. Don't click on links that you don't know where they're from, and they can come from text or from your email.
That's right. Be vigilant. Pay attention. All right. Former Homeland Security official Elizabeth Neumann, thank you so much for joining us.